nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
Hall here on the campus of Elmhurst University. Blue Jay basketball. It's the Elmhurst University Blue Jays taking on the Firebirds of Carthage College in a CCIW battle. Hello everybody, my name is Mark Kruger. We're so glad that you're with us. This should be a good one. The Blue Jays come in with a record of 5-1, 0-1 in the CCIW. They lost Wednesday night to Illinois Wesleyan by a score of 68-54. Meanwhile, Carthage 4-1 overall. This is their CCIW conference opener. Carthage coming out in the visiting red, the Blue Jays in the home white uniforms. Steve Jurakovic, the head coach in his third year as the head coach of the Firebirds. He brings out Colton Sigel, Antoine Nesbitt, Philip Bulatovich, A.J. Johnson, and Anthony Bernero, the starting five. Meanwhile, John Baines, Ocean Johnson, John Itunis, Jonathan Sapinski, Wes Hooker, and Cole Hornbuckle getting the start for the Blue Jays. Reese Taylor normally has started the last couple of games. Reese will come off the bench here for the Blue Jays. Jonathan Sapinski backs in his defender. Out to Hooker. Wes's three is no good. Bulatovich with the rebound. Ocean Johnson is averaging over 18 points per game for the Blue Jays. He wears number 2 for the Blue Jays. Three ball by Sigel is off. And it's off the leg of Hornbuckle. Good job by Bulatovich to track it down and whip it off the leg of Hornbuckle. Meanwhile, for the Firebirds, Philip Bulatovich averaging nearly 17 points per game. And now the two officials are discussing whose ball it should be. Tom Warwick, Bryce Can, and Mark Witzke are your three arbitrators in this game. They are going to give it to Carthage. Here's A.J. Johnson at the top of the key. A.J. Johnson has it stolen by Wes, but he was out of bounds. A.J. Johnson is a sophomore, averaging 13 points per game from Oswego. Went to Oswego East. Antoine Nesbitt, a 6'4 sophomore, averaging nearly 14 a game from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Those are your leading scorers for Carthage. Six on the shot clock here for the Firebirds. Top of the key, the left-hander Bernero, back of the iron, no good. Rebound to Hornbuckle. Cole battled a high ankle sprain injury earlier in the year, knocked away by Sigel. And he is in the starting lineup. Great defender, great guy who runs in transition very well. Itunis, the transfer from Triton, got tripped up. Blue Jays retain possession. No score. We played nearly a minute and a half into this game. 2 20-minute halves on the men's side. Jonathan Zapinski with 3 seconds on the shot clock buries the jumper. Jonathan Zapinski leads the team in blocked shots with 20. His grandma was supposed to be here, but Grandma Zapinski battling the flu. She is watching, so Grandma, get well soon. Rattling in a 3 is Antoine Nesbitt for the Firebirds, and it's 3-2 Carthage. Antoine, and a whistle and an offensive foul. Foul is on Ocean Johnson, and for Ocean, his first and the team's first. Pressure now by the Blue Jays. Inbounding it will be Bulatovich. 3-2 Firebirds. Bulatovich having trouble getting it in. Now he finally gets it in to Johnson. And Johnson will bring it up, guarded by another Johnson. Johnson and Johnson. Sorry, Dennis. Got a smile on it. Dennis Bergen, our producer, director. That foul is going to be on Cole Hornbuckle, I believe. Here's another look at it here. Well, boy, it looked like an offensive foul to me. John Baines discussing it. Oh, it looks like it's a technical. Boy, that looked like an offensive foul. Well, the technical foul is missed by Colton Siegel. And so now it's Blue Jay basketball. Now Tom Warwick, one of the 3 officials, is at the scorer's table making sure. Here's another look at it here. Hornbuckle, yeah, man, that boy. Bulatovich turned his shoulder into Cole, and Cole went down, and they didn't call it offensive foul. Here's Cole taking the shot. Zapinski keeps it alive with the offensive rebound. Itunis will fire the 3, yeah! John Itunis buries the triple, but gives some credit to Jonathan Zapinski getting the offensive rebound and keeping that possession alive. Carthage throws it out of bounds, and so they turn it over. 5-3 Blue Jays. Of course, Elmhurst coming off of that tough loss on Wednesday night here at home against Illinois Wesleyan. Just could not shoot the ball very well in that game. Give the Titans a lot of credit, though. They played well. Ocean Johnson elevating. That one won't go. Rebound, though, to Hooker. West on the drive. Goes out of bounds to the Blue Jays. 16 on the shot clock. Elmhurst lost 68-54. Ocean Johnson had 16 points in that game against Illinois Wesleyan. He had 8 in the first half, 8 in the second half. This is Wes Hooker's shot. No. Ocean Johnson got the rebound. Itunis picks up his dribble into Zapinski. Zapinski falls down, kicks it out to Itunis. His 3 won't go, and the rebound to Bulatovich. Carthage quickly up court. Johnson kicks it out to Nesbitt. Antoine will slow things down a bit here. Popping out is Johnson. His 3 ball is nothing but net. A.J. Johnson buries the 3, averaging 13 a game. And it's 6-5, Carthage by 1. 4 minutes into this first half. Hooker double team. Skip pass was a bad pass. Here's Bulatovich in the open floor. The Euro step and a block. Missed the shot, but Cole Hornbuckle will get called for the foul. Take another look. There's the Euro step where he goes to the side. and Hornbuckle picks up the foul. So that'll put Filip Bulatovic to the line, and he will shoot a pair here. Into the game, Julian Campbell for Carthage, 6'8", 280-pound freshman from Lansing, Illinois. He went to Palatine High School, averages over 8 pounds per game. 8 pounds. How about 8 points per game? Oh, man. 7-5, Carthage by 2. Ocean Johnson gives it to Jonathan, elevates, he got hammered. Jonathan Zapinski will come to the line here to shoot 2. Take another look, nice pass from Ocean Johnson, and Zapinski took it strong to the hoop, so Jonathan will be rewarded with a couple of free throws here. Jonathan with the 20 blocks to lead the team. He led the team in blocks last year, coming off the bench. Not only led the team in blocks, but he led the CCIW conference in blocked shots. He needs 36 more blocks to become the all-time block leader in the history of Elmhurst basketball. Boy, he's got a tough defensive assignment. He's guarding Julian Campbell right now. Offensive, I think they're calling it travel. Travel violation against the Firebirds. Jonathan Zapinski is giving up 60 pounds to Campbell. Jonathan at 220, Campbell at 280. Itunis hits the shot. So John Itunis has buried a triple and now a 2-point field goal. And it's 9-7 Blue Jays. Nesbitt, Bulatovic, steal by Itunis. John Itunis, now it's Hooker with the ball. West, back to Itunis. Itunis puts it up off the glass. John Itunis already with 7. He had a tough night on Wednesday night against Illinois Wesleyan where he scored just 2 points. So he is coming out strong tonight against Carthage. 4-point lead for the Blue Jays, 11-7. Campbell will take the 3 and he'll rattle it in. Julian Campbell buries the triple. And it's a 1-point Blue Jay lead. Zapinski at the free throw line, can't get it to go. Nesbitt with the rebound. 11-10 Blue Jays by 1. Nesbitt lost control of it. Ahead, Wes Hooker, can he catch up with it? Behind the back pass, Ocean Johnson elevates, off the glass and in. Ocean Johnson, watch it here in the open floor. Wes Hooker tracks it down. He tried the behind the back pass. Loose ball, Ocean picking it up, elevating, and the foul on A.J. Johnson. And so Ocean Johnson with a chance to complete the 3-point play. So athletic. Ocean, a 78% free throw shooter on the year. Into the game is Tegan Pearson, number 21. He's a guy that can score in bunches. Oh, Bulatovic, I thought he dragged his pivot foot there, but no call by the official. Instead, they're calling a block on John Itunis. Boy, there wasn't much contact there, but they're calling John with a block, his first. Into the game, number 20, Joey Gendusa for Carthage. Campbell is fouled by Jaden Malachi, who's in the game. And Campbell looking to complete the 3-point play. Boy, when he gets the ball down low, there's really nothing he can do about that. Malachi with the foul, man. If you're going to foul, You're really going to need to hammer him and not allow him to get the ball up. So Campbell hits the three-point play. He's got 6 coming off the bench. Blue Jays by 1. 14-13. Blue Jays lead it. Three-ball attempt by Pearson, no good. Malachi got the offensive rebound, but they're going to hit Jaden with the foul. And for Jaden, that's his second. So he comes out of the game. Into the game is number 5, Anthony Scales. Scales, a 6'5" junior from Indianapolis, Indiana. Also into the game, Matt Wallach, number 13 for the Blue Jays. He's done a nice job this year coming off the bench for Coach Baines. He was out with an ACL injury all of last year, but he is 100%. You see his left knee bandaged up, number 13 in the white. A whistle and a foul away from the ball. It's going to be against Carthage. It'll be on Tanner Lamb, who checked into the game. Tanner Lamb is a 6'3" sophomore from Salt Lake City, Utah. 5 team fouls for Elmhurst, 3 team fouls for Carthage. We are just under 13 minutes left here in the first half. Triple is off by Pearson. But Scales got the rebound. Good effort by Anthony. Pull-up jumper by Pearson. That one is short. Scales got the rebound again. So the Blue Jays will get another opportunity here. Hooker drops it to Zapinski. Jonathan turns, elevates, and hit. Jonathan Zapinski with his second field goal. He's got 6. Itunis with 7. And the Blue Jays lead by 3, 16-13. Boy, Jonathan Zapinski, his 15 to 18-foot jump shot, you can tell he really worked on it because it looks awful smooth. Pearson with the block here. Take another look, 21. He tried to get in position to draw the charge, but he couldn't quite get his feet there. It's Pearson's first. It's the 6th team foul already. Here's Nesbitt. 3-ball by Campbell. That one is no good. Scales elevates for the rebound. Wallach now back to Scales. Hooker to Zapinski. His 12-footer. Yeah. Jonathan Zapinski gets the shooter's roll. He's got 8 points to lead everybody, and a 30-second timeout taken by Carthage and head coach Steve Jurakovic. 18-13, Blue Jays by 5. Steve Jurakovic, the head coach of Carthage, now in his 3rd season as the head coach, a great player back in his day here at Carthage. Of course, his dad, Bosco Jurakovic, was the head coach here at Carthage for a long time. Bosco coached at North Park as well years ago, where he won a national championship with the Vikings. He was also the head baseball coach at North Park. And back in my day when I played baseball at North Central, boy, North Central and North Park, we had some battles on the baseball diamond. The late Tom Purcell was our head coach, and North Central and North Park, we did not get along very well. Bosco was the manager of North Park. Bulanovic blocked by Zapinski. Block number 21 on the season for Jonathan. Into the game, Miles Thomas, number 11, into the game for John Baines' Blue Jays. Wallach penetrates into the lane, and he was fouled. Good job by Matt to get into the lane. Fouls on Tanner Lamb, his second, and so Tanner comes out of the game. A.J. Johnson is back into the game, along with Colton Sigel for the Firebirds. Wallach will step back, launch the three, and rattle it in. Matt Wallach hits the triple. 21-13 Blue Jays. Johnson picks up his dribble at the free throw line. Back up top to Nesbitt. Three ball by Johnson, back of the iron, no good. Ocean Johnson elevating for the rebound. Ahead to Scales. Into the corner is Zapinski, back up to Wallach. Scales for three. Rebound to Johnson. Nesbitt looking to get it inside instead. Penetrates, splits the defenders, puts up a tough shot. What a move by Antoine Nesbitt. 5 points for him. At the other end, Miles Thomas was fouled as the Blue Jays in transition, pushing the ball up very, very quickly. As you see Miles take it to the hoop, goes down hard to the floor, was fouled by A.J. Johnson, his second personal foul. So Miles Thomas to the line, he will shoot two. Back into the game is Jaden Malachi for the Blue Jays. Zapinski will take a breather here with 10:14 to go in the first half. A.J. Johnson will take a breather as well as Dane Hamilton checks in for Carthage. Miles Thomas hits the two free throws. 23-15, Blue Jays by 8. Elmhurst, by the way, 5 of 5 from the free throw line in the first half. Nice drive by Bernero, no good, rebounded Scales. Scales to Johnson. Johnson makes the move. Into the corner is Thomas. Now in the corner, it's Ocean Johnson. He buries the triple. Ocean Johnson with 6. And it's an 11-point Blue Jay lead. 26-15. Bulatovic puts up the shot. It's no good. It's tapped out. Tapped out to Bernero, and he gives it to Nesbitt. 15 on the shot clock. Nesbitt elevates from 18, short. Bernero got the offensive rebound. Out of bounds, it went off of Malachi. Carthage will have 9 seconds to shoot. Inbounding it will be Hamilton. Gets it in to Bulatovic. Bulatovic creating some space, puts up a tough shot, but he was bailed out. Anthony Scales with the foul. So 2 shots coming now for Philip Bulatovic. As I mentioned, averaging nearly 17 points per game. He's from Harwood Heights, Illinois, went to Maine South. Former Hawk. Missed that free throw, back into the game, big Julian Campbell. And for the Blue Jays, Zapinski and Itunis check back in. Also, Tegan Pearson comes into the game. He replaces Miles Thomas. All right, one more free throw coming for Bulatovic. And he hits that one. And it's a 10-point lead for Elmhurst, 26-16. A little over 9 minutes to play here in this first half. So glad that you're logged on to BlueJayTV.com. Kick ball, and they'll put a new 20 on the shot clock. Mark Kruger along with Dennis Bergen, our producer, director, engineer, audio coordinator, a little bit of everything. Second of 2 games here on BlueJayTV.com. Itunis elevating, And he hits another one. Itunis with 9. The Blue Jays by 12. Earlier today, the women of Carthage knocked off Elmhurst 64-55. Conference opener for both of those two teams, and an offensive foul will be called here on Hamilton. Watch Hamilton. Boy, there wasn't much contact there at all. But, boy, they're calling the offensive foul on Hamilton. So Blue Jay basketball here with 8.5 left here in the first half. The lead is 12. Backdoor cut. Pearson puts it off the glass. No. Kind of got pinned in between the glass and the rim. And Campbell got the rebound. Backing it out is Sigel. Campbell wide open for a three, and he buries it. Wow. How about Julian Campbell with 9 points already? I mentioned earlier he averages over 8 a game. Lay-in by Jonathan Zapinski. Off to a good start. 10 points for Jonathan so far in this game. 10 points for Zapinski, 9 for Itunis. Elevating, Sigel is off. Rebound, Ocean Johnson. 30-19, Johnson wide open from the free throw line. Boy, you cannot leave him open as Carthage defensively not closing out on Blue Jays shooters, and they're knocking it home. Full timeout taken here, and we'll take a break here. 7:34 left. Elmhurst leads 32-19. You are logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
Welcome back to R.A. Faginal Hall. 7:34 remaining in the first half of this men's game. You see Elmhurst leading it 32-19 as the Blue Jays trying for their 6th win of the season. They come in with a record of 5-1. Carthage coming in with a record of 4-1. Blue Jays won their first 5 games of the season and then lost their conference opener on Wednesday night to Illinois Wesleyan, 68-54. The Blue Jays averaging 87 points per game. Carthage averaging 80 points per game. After this game, the Blue Jays will be on the road for a couple. December 7th, they'll be at Kalamazoo, and then a week from today, they'll be at Wheaton. The next time the men's Blue Jay team will be back here at R.A. Faginal Hall will be 2 weeks from today against North Central. Campbell hits another three. Man, that's his 3rd from downtown. He's got 12. It's a 10-point Blue Jay lead. Boy, where would Carthage be without Campbell? Ooh, that one went off the foot of Hornbuckle, and it will go to Carthage. Hooker back into the game for the Blue Jays. Meanwhile, for Elmhurst, mainly three guys with the bulk of the scoring. Ocean Johnson has 8, John Itunis has 9, and Jonathan Zapinski has 10. Campbell again, and he hits from the right baseline. Man, 14 points for Campbell coming off the bench, and the lead is 8 for Elmhurst. Here's Itunis on Campbell. Out in the corner is Ocean Johnson. Itunis now drives. Itunis off the glass and in. Great take to the hoop by John Itunis. Take another look at it here. He has his man beat high off the glass and in. Itunis now with 11. Good to see him get back on track offensively. 10-point lead for the Blue Jays. Approaching the 6-minute mark of this first half. Ooh, what's the call here? Foul on Wes Hooker. His first. And the Blue Jays are over the foul limit, so it's going to be a 1-and-1 situation here. Tanner Lamb to the line for the Firebirds. Connects on the first free throw. He'll have one more. Lamb misses the second free throw, tracked down in the corner by Hornbuckle. It's a 9-point Blue Jay lead here. 6 minutes remaining here in the first half. Hooker for three. Rebound to Campbell. Here's Bulatovic, gives it up. But Campbell's going to launch. He feels it. No good. Long rebound, though. Johnson. And a new shot clock. Nesbitt for three. That one's no good. Itunis got the rebound. John pushing it up for the Blue Jays. Hooker in transition, elevates. Too strong off the glass, and Campbell got the rebound. End-to-end action here this first half. Folks are in the area. Man, you got to come out and see these Blue Jays in person. Campbell for three again. That one is off. Hooker with the rebound. West quickly into the front court. West will take the three. That one is no good. Bulatovic with the rebound. Both teams have gone cold here in the last couple of moments. Bulatovic with the drive, and he was fouled. Bumped up top towards the free throw line. It was Cole Hornbuckle picking up the foul, his second. And it's the 9th team foul, so Bulatovic will come to the line here. With exactly 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Reese Taylor comes into the game replacing Zapinski. One and the bonus here for Filip Bulatovic, who was 2 for 4 from the free throw line in the game. Gets that one to go, he'll have one more. The lead is 7 for Elmhurst, 34-27. Carthage playing man-to-man defensively, a whistle and a foul. Filip Bulatovic with a foul, his second. And Carthage is over the foul limit, so it'll be Anthony Scales to the line. He is an 85% free throw shooter. He'll have one and the bonus. That is his first point of the game. He'll have one more. Miles Thomas checks in for the Blue Jays. Wes Hooker will take a breather. Blue Jays a perfect 6 for 6 from the foul line, and I am not going to jinx Anthony Scales because he will knock down this free throw. Oh, man. Well, Bulatovic touched it last, so Elmhurst will have the ball. Itunis will inbound it. They get it in to Johnson, who lost control of it. Here comes Carthage in transition, and a bump by Reese Taylor. And so Carthage will be shooting free throws here. Taylor, that's his first. So it'll be A.J. Johnson to the line to shoot two. Johnson is a 73% free throw shooter on the year. Knocked down a triple earlier in the game. Rattles that free throw in. He's got 4. 35-28. 35-29. 6-point lead for Elmhurst. Taylor hands it off to Thomas. Here's Ocean Johnson, guarded by Johnson. Johnson elevates. Ocean, yeah! Ocean Johnson is in double figures with 10. And it's 37-29, Elmhurst with the lead. Johnson picks up his dribble. Here's Bulatovic. 3-ball attempt by Lamb, and he buries the triple. Tanner Lamb's 3 brings the Firebirds to within 5. Firebirds bench on its feet here. Thomas into the lane, picks up his dribble, kicks it out. Here's Taylor on the drive. Taylor was fouled, I believe, by Anthony Bernero. Watch this take by Taylor. Bernero from behind may have went over his back, and for Bernero, his first. Anthony Bernero, of course, the son of the women's head coach at Carthage, Tim Bernero. As Taylor misses the free throw, he'll have one more. Tim's club victorious earlier today as the women of Carthage knocked off the women Blue Jays team 64-55. Taylor misses both free throws, but he got it back, whips it inside to Johnson, who plays it in. So the Blue Jays do come away with a bucket on that trip down the floor. And it's a 7-point lead, 39-32. 3-ball attempt by Lamb. That time it's no good. Brunero blocked from behind by Taylor. And whoa, they can't be calling Taylor with the foul. Oh no. Watch 24. That's all ball right there. Now I don't know. Boy, that second jump. If they called it on that one, I maybe see that, but boy. Brunero hits the free throw. Jonathan Zapinski is back in the game for Reese Taylor, who leaves with the 2 fouls, and there was not much contact on that last foul by Reese. So Anthony Bernero, he's in the scoring column as he goes 1 of 2 from the foul line. Matt Wallach gets the rebound. So the lead is 6. 39-33 Blue Jays. Johnson. Thomas into the lane. Puts it up, no good. Put back by Scales, no. Battle for the rebound, and it's going to go to Carthage. Blue Jays really battling on the offensive glass. Just couldn't corral that one. Firebirds with the ball, trailing by 6. Under 3 minutes to go here in this first half. Bulatovic drives into the lane, up against 3 Blue Jay defenders, and a whistle and a foul. It'll be Ocean Johnson with the foul. His second. And so back to the foul line is Philip Bulatovic. Bulatovic is 4 for 6 from the free throw line so far today as he hits another one. Hooker back into the game. Tegan Pearson back in as well for the Blue Jays. Second free throw by Phillip. He gets that one to go. Well, the lead is 4. 39-30. Boy, the Blue Jays have been stuck on 39 here for a while. 4-point lead. Backdoor Scales, one dribble, goes up with it, no. And Bulatovic comes away with the rebound. So now Carthage with the ball, trailing by 4. Ball tapped away, loose ball picked up by by Pearson. Pearson dropped it off to Wallach, lost control, got it back. Back out to Hooker. West penetrating, splits the defenders, goes up, no, but he traveled. Call by Tom Warwick on the baseline, traveling. Cole Hornbuckle back into the game for Elmhurst. He comes in for Anthony Scales. 2:08 left here in the first half. Wallach now guarding Johnson. Nesbitt into the corner. Get it into Bulatovic. It was knocked away by Zapinski. Here's Hornbuckle. Tried to force it inside. Loose ball and a whistle. And they're just saying it's out of bounds. Well, are they saying on it? Thought they called a foul. Yeah, they did call a foul on Hornbuckle. So we're going to be shooting some free throws here. For Hornbuckle, it's his third. And back to the line is Bulatovic. Boy, Bulatovic has been living at the free throw line. 8 free throws he's had so far. He's made 6 of them. This is his 9th free throw attempt. Doesn't have a field goal in the game. Anthony Scales back into the game for Hornbuckle, who leaves with the 3 fouls. Coach Baines does not want to take a chance for Hornbuckle to pick up his 4th, so he gets him out of the game. Sigel is back into the game for Bulatovic. 7 points for Phillip, all of them coming from the free throw line. 39-36, Blue Jays by 3. It's just a 1-possession game here with 1:40 to go in the half. Pearson, nice pass inside to Zapinski, was blocked by Bernero, but they're going to call a foul on Anthony. Watch it here, nice pass inside to Jonathan, got fouled by Bernero. For Bernero, his 2nd personal foul, and Zapinski will shoot 2. Back into the game for the Blue Jays is Ocean Johnson. He comes in for Scales. Jonathan goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line on that trip. It's a 4-point Blue Jay lead here, 40-36. Johnson into the front court, gives it to Sigel. Here's Nesbitt. And stepping out of bounds, yeah, good call. Tom Warwick on the call. John Baines may have helped him a little bit on the call. No, not Tom Warwick. He's a veteran official. He's a good official. 30-second timeout taken by Coach Baines and the Blue Jays here with 1:19 remaining here. Blue Jays lead it by 4, 40-36. I mentioned the Blue Jays after this game, they'll be on the road for a couple of games. Kalamazoo on December 7th, Wheaton on December 10th. The next time the Blue Jays will be here at home, it'll actually be a doubleheader, much like today. The women will take on North Central at 2 o'clock on December 17th, and the men's team will take on North Central at 4:15 p.m. on December 17th. So that'll be the next time we will talk with you here on BlueJayTV.com 2 weeks from today on December 17th. So hopefully you'll get your holiday shopping done by the next time we talk to you. Itunis penetrating and lays it in. John Itunis having a brilliant first half here for the Blue Jays. The lead is 6, under a minute to go here in the first half. Here's Johnson, picks up his dribble. Nesbitt penetrating, kicks it out. 3 ball by A.J. Johnson is good. His 2nd from downtown, and it's a 3-point lead, 42-39. Good first half by both teams. About a 7-second differential, near steal by Bernero. 3-ball by Itunes is good. John Itunes gives the Blue Jays a 6-point lead. Seconds winding down in the half. Tapped around, Jonathan Zapinski corrals the rebound, and that will do it here for the first half as the Blue Jays lead it here at the break by a score of 45-39 over the Firebirds. As we take another look at here, you see Itunes wide open for that triple, his second 3-ball of the first half. Itunes finishes the first half with 16 points. Jonathan Zapinski with 11 first half points. Ocean Johnson with 12 first half points. So 3 Blue Jays in double figures in that first half. Meanwhile, for Carthage, how about Julian Campbell, the big fella? Comes in off the bench, averages just over 8 points per game. He had 14 first half points. A.J. Johnson finished with 8. Philip Bulatovich had 7 first half points. Antoine Nesbitt finished with 5 first half points. So it's a 6-point Blue Jay lead here at the break. 45-39 is your halftime score as both teams are in the locker room here. And it was a well-played first half. Not a lot of unforced errors, not a lot of turnovers for either team. And we've got a very, very special Czech presentation right now. So why don't we go to our public address announcer, Bruce Hill, for the Czech presentation.
The committee consists of members of Blue Orthodox family, friends, former customers, and employees of Bluey's, former Madison, Illinois landmark restaurant. Tonight, with proceeds from 2022 successful 53rd annual outing, the committee presents a check of $43,000 to Elmhurst University in support of Open 2022, $40,000 accepting the check on behalf of the university, President Troy Van Aken, Dr. Annette Van Aken, Director of Alumni Engagement, John Pierre Bradley, and Director of Athletics, Glenn British. Established in 1992, the scholarship has awarded over $295,000 and paid over 80 students at Elmhurst University. To date, the Bluey's committee has donated more than $730,000 to the Bosworth Endowed Scholarship. Elmhurst University sincerely appreciates your generosity to the past, present, and future students. Thank you all.
Well, that's wonderful. $43,000 check to the university. Halftime here, the men's game, and it's the Blue Jays up by 6, 45-39 over the Firebirds of Carthage. You are logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn, a place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, You must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
We know that going to college is a huge investment. You put your trust and time in Elmhurst University, and we do the same. You invest in us, and we invest in you.
Your story begins as we welcome you to Elmhurst University. From your first day of orientation, our focus is getting you acclimated to college life and making you a part of the Elmhurst community.
Definitely Elmhurst was the one that I fell in love with. Right when you stepped on campus, it was a nice environment. It just felt like home.
The goal of first year seminar is to make the transition from high school to college as smooth as possible. It's an instantaneous way to have a niche at Elmhurst.
A lot of times there's that doubt that I don't know if I can make it here. I don't know if I'm meant to be here. I feel it is our role as an institution to get those doubts out of their mind the second they are on this campus.
Once you've started classes, our responsibility is to support you both personally and academically.
Your faculty and your staff who are here and committed to your success are going to be walking with you on that journey, providing both the challenge and the support for you along that way.
I changed my major about 5 times, and so I really needed someone there to help me through it, help me pick out new classes, to help me make sure that I graduate on time.
So they support us academically, but they're also interested in our lives as a whole individual. For example, when I was applying for the Fulbright, they were more than willing and super supportive.
Along with supporting you, our job is to make sure you challenge yourself in order to make the most of your experience.
When the students, especially in computer science, go out into related fields, they're going to be confronted with adapting to new environments, new technologies, and we try to challenge them in the classroom to adapt, to learn how to learn.
I've had teachers go to me and say, I think you'd be interested in research, so they introduced me to some professors, and I've been doing research now for 3 semesters. It taught me a lot about myself, definitely, and about the way I adapt to different situations.
I think we all learn best when we're a little bit scared, a little bit on the edge. I really believe that the things that are beyond the typical, experiencing undergraduate research, studying abroad, having a quality internship, some of those things are going to be most memorable and meaningful and really impactful for them.
As your academic journey at Elmhurst comes to an end, our relationship reaches a crucial point as we launch you into the next phase of your life.
Elmhurst is a liberal arts college that aims at creating educated citizens, and that's not a process that just takes 4 years or 2 years. We're invested in these students. We give our kind of heart and soul to them while they're here, and so we care if they succeed once they leave.
When students go on to graduate and go on to live amazing lives and do things personally and professionally, their fingerprints are still all over this institution in a way that helped us to become a better sense of who we are and who we as an institution want to be in the world.
We don't at Elmhurst tell students what to think, but we try to teach them how to engage with their own values to become better citizens of this country, of this world.
And that makes me proud to be a part of the community of Elmhurst.
I'm confident in our graduates because I know we've prepared them both personally and professionally. We love to see them fly the nest and flourish.
My name is Michael. I'm a senior here. I study special education, and I'm a first-generation college student.
My name is Lauren Berryhill. I'm a junior, and I'm a music education major.
My name is Sarah Jean Dickey. I am a double major in mathematics and computer science with a minor in Spanish, and I'm a senior.
My name is Raniel Morales. I'm a freshman, and I'm a psychology major.
I transferred to Elmhurst because I like the small class sizes, and I really value that professor-student relationship that I knew that I was going to get here.
When I was looking at other colleges, it just didn't feel like people cared and wanted you there the same way that when you came to Elmhurst. They just really wanted you to be there and to learn and grow, and I felt like I would be comfortable coming here, but also be pushed in so many ways to grow and become better.
I already knew some people who went here, and I'd visit a couple of times just to hang out with them. I just really liked being around them and being here. And the campus itself is absolutely beautiful.
My sister did go to school here as well. I kind of already knew the campus a little bit, knew it was a great school. I'm glad I chose Elmhurst because it was probably the best place for me, and it was the best monetary decision as well.
When I first transferred, I lived in apartments, but now I live in Stanger, and I really couldn't picture it any other way. Like, I love being on campus. There's just something about rolling out of bed and going to class that I love.
I started out in Chick my freshman year here. I moved to Niebuhr halfway through. I lived in Chick my sophomore year as well, and I've been living in an on-campus house on Myrtle for the past 2 years, and I love it there.
I've actually only lived in Cureton Hall all 3 years. I really could stay there my 4th year and be fine.
I love the community that it brought, that you were one room away from your friends, you were eating dinner on campus together almost every night, and just that there were different opportunities within the residence halls.
A day in the life is pretty hectic. Most music ed majors, their classes are in the mornings and then their ensembles are in the afternoon. So I'm pretty much boom, 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 thing to thing to thing.
I'm a morning person, so whether I have class in the morning or not, I like to wake up a little bit on the earlier side.
So I'd wake up at 5:30, practice, eat breakfast quickly, go to my 9 a.m.
Probably have class till around noon, and depending on the day, I'll probably head out to the local middle school to take some time with my students there, go to the library to do some homework, and then I also work at the library.
Get out of class, go home, change, go directly to work.
I'll usually have work later in the afternoon, and then eat dinner, maybe do some more homework, watch a movie.
Get a dinner or some snacks at the Roost, and then head back to my dorm to do some homework and head to bed.
Usually I spend time with my friends at night, and that's when I get to catch up on what's going on.
My favorite place on campus is on the 3rd floor of the education department. It's the best place to study with the best view.
I have 2 favorite places on campus. One is my house, but I also love the conference room in Daniels.
My favorite place would be the cafeteria.
Sitting in Founders, I love to sit at one of those tables and do homework. You can be in there to have fun, you can be in there to study, and the vibe can be whatever you want it to be.
Out of the 4 classes that I took this past semester, my favorite class was acting. The professor was Dr. Tony Noyce. He is such a character. He's so awesome to be around. It was such a fun experience.
And my favorite class was probably linear algebra with Dr. Crawford. It was part theory and part computation, which I really liked how it pulled those 2 concepts together. And Dr. Crawford is just an amazing teacher. I've had her almost every semester since I've been here.
Post-colonial theory with Dr. Janice Lively, and that class had me thinking about it like all day.
Music theory class, which is probably an interesting choice because it was at 8 a.m. every single day my freshman year, both semesters, which no one likes 8 a.m.s in college. My professor, Mr. Streeter, is incredible, and my class became more of a community than anything. It was a really nice way to come into college, and honestly, my best friends came out of that class.
One of my favorite activities is the honors program. I've been involved with it all 4 years that I've been on campus here. I'm also involved in Alpha Phi Omega here on campus. You do a lot of service in the community. You get to build relationships with people in the organization, and you get to do a lot of leadership activities.
I've been involved in lots of student groups on campus, all the choral ensembles, the vocal ensembles, and I loved being in late night blues, vocal jazz. We just had a lot of fun and really bonded with each other. I'm also a member of Phi Mu. It's a really fun way to meet people, but also to give back to others that need it.
My favorite organizations that I've been a part of is definitely the Black Student Union, because I really like what they're doing for the campus overall and the social justice issues that they're pursuing on campus.
I'm pretty much just involved with running. I'm really proud to be a Blue Jay because it's an amazing community. Blue also looks really nice when we're running, so it's awesome.
Love being a student ambassador in the Office of Admissions. It's really great because I get to give tours to all these potential students, whether they're first years or transfers.
I'm a CA for the ELSA students, which basically means that I live in the dorms that they also live in to provide any extra support that they might need. And I'm really proud to be part of this program, especially because it's one of the few in the country. And it's awesome because I work with students with disabilities in classrooms, and they always ask me, oh, can I go to Elmhurst? And I can say confidently, yes, you can go to Elmhurst.
When I cross the stage at graduation, I'll be most proud of all the research that I've done. I didn't come into college with the intention to do that. I fell in love with the idea of research and the process of doing research.
It's just incredible to look back and think that Elmhurst has done so much for me already, and I think that's what I'll be most proud of, to think just who I've become and who I want to be still.
I think what I would remember most fondly are obviously my friends that I've made.
Making memories with those friends in really interesting places that normally wouldn't be so exciting, but they are because you love each other and you get to know each other so well.
Between the professors and the friends that I've made, I think that that will stay with me the rest of my life.
People who give back to Elmhurst, you're not only helping me, you're helping my family grow as well. Me graduating college and being the first one to graduate means that hopefully others in my family, like my nephews and nieces, can see that and want to come to a school like Elmhurst.
So when you give money to Elmhurst, you're giving these students like the experience of a lifetime and the ability to become who they're meant to be.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to change our lives.
Welcome back to R.A. Faginal Hall on the campus of Elmhurst University. My name is Mark Kruger. We're so glad you're with us. CCIW battle. We are at the half, Elmhurst and Carthage. And Elmhurst leads it by 6, 45-39. John Itunis, your game high scorer so far. He had 16 first half points. Ocean Johnson with 12. Jonathan Sapinski with 11. Meanwhile, Julian Campbell coming off the bench for the Firebirds. He had 14 first half points. A.J. Johnson with 8. Philip Bulatovic with 7. All 7 of his points coming from the free throw line. Nesbitt with 5. Tanner Lamb with 4. Glad to have you with us. You're logged on to BlueJayTV.com. Second of 2 today. The women played earlier, and Carthage winning that ball game 64-55. It was the season opener for the Carthage women's team. Elmhurst women's team now 1-6, 0-2 in the CCIW. Blue Jays men's team looking for their first CCIW win of the season. They're 0-1, losing on Wednesday night to Illinois Wesleyan. Bernero's shot is good. Anthony Bernero, his first field goal of the game, and it's a 4-point lead for Elmhurst. Itunis, does he still have the hot hand? Indeed he does. John Itunis buries his third trifecta. He's got 19, a career best for Itunis. Oh, a steal. Wes Hooker in the open floor. Hooker with the slam and a quick 5-0 run to start the second half for the Blue Jays. The lead is 9. Here it is again. Wes's first points of the game. Boy, he is so exciting in the open floor, isn't he? Him and Ocean Johnson. Backdoor cut by A.J. Johnson was kicked. Here's another look at it here. There's the steal, and Wes knows what to do with it. Sends it home. Carthage will inbound it here now. Check that. It's going to be Bulatovic to inbound it. Just underway here in this second half. Elmhurst by 9. Backdoor cut. Nesbitt and Sapinski went up hard. Jonathan with a bit of the body committing the foul, and good sportsmanship shakes Nesbitt's hands as they both came down. Jonathan's first personal foul. Nesbitt to the line here. He'll shoot 2 for Carthage. Nesbitt an 83% free throw shooter on the year. Hits the first one, he'll have one more. 6 points now for Antoine. Second free throw is back of the iron, no good. Long rebound. Johnson. He last touched it. So it'll be Carthage ball. (50-42). Blue Jays by 8. Bulatovic holding up top, has yet to hit a field goal. Steal by Sapinski. Nice pass ahead to Hornbuckle. Itunis for 3. Nope, that one was off to the right. I saw that as soon as he released it. Here's Nesbitt into the front court now, guarded by Hornbuckle. Nesbitt breaks free into the lane, puts up the shot left hand, lays it in. 8 now for Antoine. 50-44. Anthony Scales ready to check in for Elmhurst. Ocean Johnson for 3, yes. Johnson now with 15. 53-44. Blue Jays by 9. Sigel with a tough one-handed shot. Missed it, but he was fouled. John Itunis guilty of the foul, his second. Sigel to the line, he'll have 2 shots, looking for his first points of the game. And there's his first one. So Scales comes in, he replaces Hornbuckle. Another good crowd on hand here at R.A. Fagnall Hall. Second free throw good by Sigel. Colton, a 6'1" sophomore from Rock Island. Augustana country. 53-46. Johnson elevating. His 3 is short. Bernero comes away with the rebound. Gives it off to Johnson. AJ brings it up here for Carthage. Bernero off the glass and in. Anthony Bernero with a couple of second half field goals. 53-48. Carthage hanging around here. Reach in and a near steal by Johnson. Instead, it's going to be a foul on AJ, his 3rd. Wes Hooker will inbound it. 16:53 left. Scales kicks it out. Hooker for 3. A little bit short. Tapped around. Finally, it's Bernero that comes away with it for Carthage. Bulanovic tried to dump it inside to Bernero. Bernero ultimately caught it, has his shot blocked. Itunis into the front court. Itunis behind the back dribble, saves it to Scales. Back to Itunis for 3. 3-ball corner pocket. Itunis with his 4th from downtown. He's got 22. 8-point lead. John Itunis having a game. Coming off of just a 2-point performance on Wednesday night. Bulanovic's 3 is short. An air ball. Boy, if you're the Blue Jays, you got to keep feeding Itunis. He's had the hot hand. 16 in the first half. He's buried a couple of 3s here in the second half. He's got 22 points. Backdoor cut by Ocean Johnson. Tried to put it over the rim. Couldn't go. Bulanovic kicks it out. 3-ball Nesbitt is good. Antoine Nesbitt buries the 3. He's got 11. Boy, that was a big, big 3. Carthage trailing by 5. Boy, Elmhurst trying to extend its lead, but Carthage is doing a good job of just kind of hanging around. Ocean now elevating. Nope. Tapped around. Bulanovic got the rebound. Here come the Firebirds with the ball, trailing by 5. Bulanovic into the lane. Turns, leans in, puts up the shot, and hits. His first field goal of the game. He's got 9, and Carthage is within 3. 56-53 Blue Jays. Hooker will take the wide open 3. No good. Rebound Sigel. To Bernero. Bernero loses it. He's out of bounds. Carthage turns it over here. And Coach Baines wants a timeout. A full timeout taken by Elmhurst. We'll take one as well here. 14:23 remaining. Blue Jays by 3. You're logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn, a place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
Welcome back to R.A. Fagnall Hall. Elmhurst leads it by 3, 56-53. Boy, John Itunis having himself one heck of a game. 22 points. He's the game-high scorer. But this is a pesky Firebirds ball club. They are hanging around. And it's just a one-possession game here. 56-53 Blue Jays. Zapinski will inbound it here. 14:23 remaining in regulation. Itunis brings it up against Sigel. Johnson to Zapinski. Here's Hooker. Elevates off the glass and in. Wes Hooker with his second field goal of the game. Blue Jays up by 5. Campbell back into the game. He'll launch the 3 and hit. Julian Campbell now with 17. That's his 4th from behind the arc. Itunis into the corner to Scales. Boy, he's got a really nice jump shot. Well, I put quotes around jump shot because he really doesn't jump. But Johnson, he jumps. He hits the jumper from the right baseline. Johnson with 17. And I don't mean that in a mean way. That nobody comes out on him. He takes the 3. He's got a smooth-looking shot. 60-56. Blue Jays by 4. Sigel elevates from the free throw line. Back of the iron, no. Loose ball into the hands of Ocean Johnson. Here's Itunis. Zapinski comes to set a screen. John is double teamed and he got stripped. Turnover for the Blue Jays. Jaden Malachi at the scorer's table. He'll check in at the next whistle, along with Matt Wallach. Another 3 by Campbell. Oh man, he almost banked that one in. Here's Hooker now, guarded by Nesbitt. And an offensive foul. They're saying that Hooker kind of hooked Nesbitt with his offhand. Wallach back in, Malachi back in. Back in for Carthage is Tanner Lamb. Both head coaches doing quite a bit of substitutions, kind of constantly keeping fresh bodies in the game. 12:23 left. Blue Jays by 4. 3 ball by Lamb. Yeah. Oh, wow. Tanner Lamb's 3 brings the Firebirds to within 1. Typical CCIW battle here, folks. Elmhurst leads by 1. Scales into the lane to the left hand, yes. Anthony Scales, his first field goal of the game. Blue Jays up by 3. Lamb will take another 3. No, Scales with the rebound. That would have tied this game up. Oh, Hooker has it stolen from behind by Bulatovic, and Bulatovic will end it with a flush. Watch Bulatovic. Well, here's the tail end of it there, running in transition, and he gets the stuff. But he got the steal as well. 11 now for Bulatovic. Hooker for 3. Yes. Wes Hooker's starting to come alive now. He's got 7. All 7 of his points coming here in the second half. Blue Jays up by 4. Bulatovic starting to feel it off the glass. No, Wallach had great position and came down with the rebound. 65-61 Elmhurst. Malachi sets a screen. Hooker, nope. Malachi though got the rebound, he went down, and they're saying a travel. Tegan Pearson checks in for Elmhurst, and for Carthage it's Colton Sigel. Miles Thomas checks back in for John Baines. And another substitution, Cole Hornbuckle coming in for Elmhurst. Man, we're going to have another good finish here from R.A. Faginal Hall. Glad you logged on to BlueJayTV.com. 10:31 remaining in regulation. Blue Jays by 4. Inside to Campbell. And the rebound. Whoa! Whoa! Campbell just whipped down Hornbuckle, and Cole is not very happy, and I don't blame him. That's got to be a flagrant. Watch this here. Campbell just, boy oh boy. That's a takedown. That's got to be a flagrant, and in my book, Campbell should be ejected. Campbell absolutely should be, I mean, he wrapped his hands around his shoulder and just whipped Hornbuckle down to the floor. Watch it. Hornbuckle missed, or Campbell missed the shot. Hornbuckle got the rebound, and you see Campbell just tackle him and whip him down. The 3 officials are talking things over right now. At least, it's a flagrant foul. Well, the 3 officials are doing a good job. Bryce Can, Mark Witzke, and Tom Warwick are taking their time. Here it is again. You see Cole get whipped down by Campbell. Campbell obviously a little bit of frustration for missing the shot, but you can't bear hug someone and just whip them down. Man. Well, you see there the right part of your monitor, the 3 officials are still talking things over. But it has to be an intentional foul. There you take a look at the 3 officials, and they're making sure that they get this right. Boy, this is a big play in this game. There's 10:25 left. Hornbuckle should shoot at least 2 free throws. And then the Blue Jays should get the ball back, but I don't want to speculate. Boy, the 3, here, take another look at it here. You see Campbell, he's going to miss the shot. Hornbuckle gets the rebound, and you see him just whip him down. All right, they're done congregating. Now Warwick is coming over to the scorers table. And Warwick, there you take a look at Tom. He's going to explain now to the official score, which is Drea Cannon there. See, to the left is Bruce Hill, your public address announcer. Tom Warwick is talking to Drea Cannon, the official score here at Elmhurst University. Blue Jay crowd getting kind of antsy. They want an explanation. What's going on? All right, well, the official score, Drea, she's done with the explanation. Now John Baines is getting the explanation. All right, they're announcing Bruce Hill. I didn't quite hear what he said. I know he said it's a foul against Campbell. I'm not sure if it's a flagrant foul. Well, Tom Warwick is still there. You see Tom Warwick, he's still talking to John Baines. And Hornbuckle, it looks like he's ready to inbound it. So if it's just a regular foul against Campbell, in my opinion, that's wrong. And now Tom Warwick is explaining everything to Steve Jurakovic, the head coach for Carthage. So everybody getting an explanation. There you take a look at it. Jurakovic, boy, I don't know what he's saying, but all right, out of all that, boy, it looks like it's just a foul against Campbell, his first. Man. All right. Coach Baines has 4 players at the scorer's table ready to check in to the next dead ball. Campbell gets charged for just a foul. And now a foul at the other end as Warwick goes hard to the floor. Man alive. Who was the foul on there? Johnson? No, it's going to be on Lamb. It's Tanner Lamb with the foul as you saw Warwick go hard to the floor. And Warwick comes up slow, but it looks like he's going to be okay. And he'll be shooting 2. And a lot of pressure right now on the 3 officials. They're going to have to secure this one because tempers are starting to sizzle a little bit, to say the least. Wallach has 2 free throws. He hits the first. All right, so Jonathan Zapinski's back in. Hooker and Johnson are back in along with Hornbuckle. Dennis, am I overseeing that? I mean, he just kind of tackled them and whipped them down, right? Wallach hits the second free throw. Man. You know what it reminds me of? Back in the day when that Green Bay Packer whipped down Jim McMahon. Nesbitt inside and the lay-in by Bulatovic. Hopefully most of our viewers know who Jim McMahon is. I hope I'm not dating myself. Former quarterback for the Chicago Bears, member of of course, the '85 Super Bowl team. All right, Blue Jays by 4. Itunes, no. Campbell had the rebound, had it poked away from behind by Zapinski, but Carthage has it. It's 67-63 Elmhurst. 3 ball by Johnson is good. A.J. Johnson buries the 3. Elmhurst by 1. Hooker for 3. Yes. Wes Hooker now in double figures. All of his points coming here in the second half. The lead is back to 4. 9 minutes remaining. Carthage works it around the perimeter. 3 ball by Sigel is gone. Colton buries the triple in the corner. That's his first field goal of the game. And again, Carthage within 1. Johnson goes down, and it's an offensive foul on Ocean. A.J. took the charge. Ocean gets called for the offensive foul. I thought A.J. was still moving personally. 3 fouls now on Ocean Johnson. Carthage can take the lead with a field goal. 8.5 left. Nesbitt drives and a foul. Jonathan Zapinski elevated, some body contact, and for Jonathan, his second. Jonathan Zapinski, the big Texan, 6'6", 220 senior out of South Lake, Texas. Wow, they're saying definitely a shooting foul. Okay, yeah, they are lining up to shoot free throws. And now Nesbitt, he's coming up very slowly. Gets a towel from the bench, trying to collect himself. And, well, he's He's coming out of the game. Limping. And so he comes out of the game, so Carthage going to have to substitute for him. Coach Jurakovic asking Antoine, what's going on? Are you okay? And now ultimately it looks like Carthage is going to call a timeout here. A full timeout taken by Carthage. We'll take one as well. We'll catch our breath here. 8:26 to go. Blue Jays by 1. You're logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University. For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
Welcome back to R.A. Fagnall Hall. Good one here. CCIW battle, Elmhurst and Carthage. It's the Blue Jays by 1, 70-69. 8:26 remaining. Blue Jays looking for their 6th win of the season. They come into this game with a record of 5-1. Carthage 4-1. Antoine Nesbitt to the line to shoot 2. 83% free throw shooter. Leaves that one well short. Nesbitt is 1 for 3 from the free throw line in this game. He's got 11. 12 points for Antoine, and he ties the game up at 70. Zapinski flips it to Hooker. Hooker using a Jonathan Zapinski screen. Bounce passes it to Hornbuckle, and Cole was fouled. Foul on Sigel. His first. 15th foul of the half for Carthage. Elmhurst has 16 fouls. Itunis all the way. Counted, and he was fouled. John Itunis with the bucket. Look at the take to the hoop. And a foul. 24 for John Itunis. Sigel with the foul, his second. John looking for point number 25. Can't get it to go. Rebound, A.J. Johnson. 2-point lead for the Blue Jays. 72-70. Under 8 minutes left. Let's get a stop here. Sigel, the floater, yeah. What a move. Colton Sigel with 7. All 7 of his points here in the second half. And we're tied at 72. Hornbuckle pivots, leans in off the glass. No, but a foul. Bulanovic with the foul, his third. Cole Hornbuckle has yet to score in this game. He'll be at the foul line to shoot 2. .66 junior from Fishers, Indiana, gets the first free throw to go. His first point of the game. And that breaks the tie, 73-72. It's a 2-point game now for the Blue Jays as Hornbuckle knocks down a pair of free throws. Up top here is Nesbitt. The drive by A.J. Johnson, and he finishes. 13 for A.J. Johnson, and we're tied at 74. Hooker leans in, can't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by Bernero. Carthage with the ball. Tied at 74. Blue Jays man-to-man defensively. Nesbitt. 3-ball, Sigel, partially blocked. Itunes comes away with it. Itunes into the corner. Ocean Johnson for 3. Bernero with the rebound. And now Carthage will walk it up. 6:20 to go. Tied at 74. Here's Johnson. Up top, Sigel. Bernero thought about taking the 3. They drop it into Bulatovic, and a foul on Hornbuckle. For Cole, his 4th. Bulatovic back to the line. Phillip is 7 of 10 from the foul line. All 10 of his free throw attempts coming in the first half. So this is his first trip to the line here in the second half. He'll have 2. Scales back in, Wallach back in, Miles Thomas back in, and Jaden, I think that's it. Tegan Pearson also in. Second free throw by Bulatovic is no good. Wallach with the rebound. So 2 missed free throws by Bulatovic, and we're still tied at 74. Thomas, nice pass inside to Scales, who was hammered by Bernero. Watch it here, nice pass by Thomas. Scales gets fouled right there, so Anthony to the line. Anthony Bernero, for him, it's his 3rd foul. Scales, 1 of 2 from the foul line today. Four points for Anthony Scales. So Scales hits a couple of free throws. Blue Jays by 2. 76-74. Bernero thought about the 3. He had a wide open look at it. Shot clock at 12. Sigel's shot partially blocked. Bernero comes up with it, puts up the shot. No. Out of bounds to Carthage. They'll have a new 20 on the shot clock. Man, the Blue Jays got to get the rebound there. 20, fresh 20 on the shot clock for Carthage. A.J. Johnson will inbound it. As they dry up some moisture underneath the bucket. 5:25 left. Blue Jays by 2. Into Bulatovic. Here's Johnson. Near steal by Scales. He dives out of bounds. What's the call? They're giving it to Carthage. Good effort by Scales, diving for that loose ball. 11 on the shot clock now for Carthage. Bulatovic will inbound it. 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Get it into Nesbitt. Up top, Bernero. Nesbitt at the elbow. Three ball by Johnson is good right as the shot clock buzzer went off. 16 for A.J. Johnson. Carthage leads by 1. Backdoor Wallach lays it in. As the Blue Jays recapture the lead, I should say. 1 point lead for Elmhurst, 78-77. 4:36 left. Johnson again for 3. No. Zapinski with the rebound. Huge possession here. Blue Jays by 1. Scales drives baseline, goes to the reverse, has his shot blocked, but a foul. Philip Bulanovich will get called for the foul, his 4th. Anthony Scales, using his quickness and his quick jumping ability. And now Anthony to the line to shoot 2. He is 3 for 4 from the foul line today. He's an 85% free throw shooter. And he hits the first. Itunis, Hooker, Ocean Johnson back in. And a timeout taken, a full timeout taken by John Baines and the Blue Jays. 2-point lead for Elmhurst, 4:23 remaining. You are logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
Welcome back to R.A. Faginal Hall. We're going to have a great finish to this one. Elmhurst and Carthage. Glad you're with us on this late Saturday afternoon as we are winding it down here. 4:23 left in regulation. Elmhurst by 2. The Blue Jays led by 6 at halftime, 45-39. John Itunis leads the Blue Jays in scoring. He's got 24. Ocean Johnson has 17. Jonathan Zapinski has 11. All 11 of his points coming in the first half. Wes Hooker has 10. All 10 of Wes's points coming in the second half. 7 for Wally. 6 for Scales. Anthony Scales with 1 more free throw here. Blue Jays by 3. 80-77. Blue Jays with all their starters out there except Scales is in there for Hornbuckle. Campbell for 3. No good. Hooker with the rebound. Ahead to Itunis. John spins by Campbell off the glass. No. Tapped by Zapinski. No. Quickly ahead is Sigel, and he tracks it down. He's guarded by Hooker. And the lay-in is good by Bulanovich. Blue Jays did not get back defensively. Elmhurst by 1, 80-79. 3:45 to go. Johnson elevating from the elbow, no. Rebound Nesbitt. And now Carthage with a field goal can take the lead. 3.5 left. Zapinski comes out on Campbell. Bulanovich back out to Sigel. 10 on the shot clock. Nesbitt wants a screen. Campbell comes up and sets it. Campbell will take the 3. It's blocked by Hooker. Bulanovich with the shot clock at 1. No. Hooker with the rebound. Wes ahead to Itunis. And John will slow things down a bit. And he'll set the offense. Itunis now guarded by A.J. Johnson. Itunis passes it out. Scales, Hooker for three. Campbell can't control it. Off his fingertips and out of bounds. The Blue Jays will get a fresh 20 seconds on the shot clock. Bernero comes in for Carthage. He comes in for Campbell. Itunis will inbound. 2:48 left in regulation. They get it into Ocean. Ocean. Scales now back to Johnson. Does not use a Scales screen, instead a block. And a foul is going to be called on A.J. Johnson as he grabbed a hold of Ocean's arm. Take another look at it here. You'll see Ocean, he's just too quick for A.J. Johnson, as we don't have that. So Ocean will shoot two. 17 for Ocean Johnson. 18 points now for Johnson. Blue Jays by 2. 2:37 left. Ocean buries the 2 free throws. Elmhurst by 3, 82-79. The two Johnsons battling each other. AJ picks up his dribble, hands it off to Nesbitt. Here's Bulatovic. Nesbitt, 7 to shoot. Nesbitt fades, hits. Tough shot by Antoine Nesbitt. Carthage is within 1. 82-81. We are at the 2-minute mark of this one. Scales spins in the lane. Scoop shot, no. Zapinski trying to keep it alive. It's Sigel with the rebound. And Colton brings it up here for the Firebirds. Again, Carthage can take the lead with a field goal. 1:37 left. Bulatovic into the lane. The floater off the glass and in. Philip Bulatovic gives Carthage a 1-point lead. Timeout taken by John Baines. We'll leave it here. Let's keep it here. A 30-second timeout taken by John Baines. What a shot by Philip Bulatovic. He got into the lane, a little bit of a floater there, and he gets it to go to give Carthage the 1-point lead. Philip Bulatovic with 17 points, 10 of his 17 coming in the second half. Interesting game for Philip Bulatovic, who's he's right at his average of 16.8 points per game. He had 7 points in the first half. They were all from the free throw line. He didn't have one field goal in the entire first half. But in the second half, he has 5 field goals for 10 second half points for a total of 17 points for Philip Bulatovic. His last field goal gave the Firebirds the 1-point lead. 83-82 Carthage. After the Blue Jay 30-second timeout, Hooker gets it into Itunis. Itunis gets the handoff from Zapinski. Slapped away, Itunis retrieves it in the backcourt. 12 to shoot. Oh, a steal by Johnson. Johnson takes it all the way and lays it in. A.J. Johnson with the steal and the lay-in, and Carthage leads by 3. Under a minute left. Ocean Johnson takes it all the way and lays it in. Blue Jays are within 1. Well, if ever you need a stop, this is it. 2 timeouts left for Elmhurst, 3 timeouts left for Carthage, and Carthage will burn one of its 3 timeouts. They want a full timeout, so we'll take one as well here with 44 seconds left. Carthage leads by 1. You're logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
Welcome back to R.A. Faginal Hall in the final 44 seconds of regulation. A.J. Johnson, boy, he had a big steal, took it all the way and laid it in. That gave Carthage a 3-point lead, but Ocean Johnson came right back, took it strong to the hoop and laid it in. Watch it right here. Look at him split and weave through the Carthage defense. That brought the Blue Jays to within one, and that's where we're at right now. 85-84, Carthage by one. Man, what a finish. What a finish. All right, Carthage ball here. Carthage with the ball leading by one. Huge possession here. Bulatovic guarded by Hornbuckle. Bulatovic finds an opening, takes it into the lane, puts up a tough shot, but he was fouled. It looked like Jonathan Zapinski. Yeah, it was on Zapinski with a bit of some body contact there for Zapinski, his fourth. And that'll put Bulatovic to the line. 7 of 12 from the foul line for Bulatovic today. Hits the first one. He's got 18. Jaden Malachi into the game. Carthage by 2. One more free throw coming for Bulatovic. Second free throw. Rattles in. 19 for Bulatovic. Carthage by 3. Timeout taken. A full timeout taken for Carthage here. So they're down to one timeout. So set the timeout situation for you. Elmhurst still has 2 timeouts left. Carthage is down to one timeout left. It'll be Blue Jay basketball when we come out of this timeout. So if the Blue Jays have trouble inbounding this ball, they do have the timeouts available to take a timeout. What is John Baines drawing up here? Well, we'll find out. 29 seconds left. Obviously, if you hit a 3, you tie the game up. You can obviously just go for a 2, and then you're within 1 and just try to play good solid defense and try to get a steal. And then foul and try to prolong the game as long as you can. Interesting decision here by Coach Baines and how he wants to play this one. Guys that have hit 3s for the Blue Jays. Ocean Johnson has hit 2 from behind the arc. John Itunis has hit 4. He's hit 2 from behind the arc in the first half, 2 from behind the arc in the second half. Les Hooker has buried 2 triples, both of his triples coming in the second half. Matt Wallach has hit a triple. That was early on in the first half. So those are your guys that have hit 3s as the Blue Jays come out of their huddle. You've got Pearson, Zapinski, Itunis, Hooker, and Ocean Johnson out there for John Baines. Foul situation. Carthage, it's a double bonus situation. They have 10 team fouls, so if Carthage fouls Elmhurst, the Blue Jays will have 2 free throws. So Carthage does not want to foul. Elmhurst with 8 team fouls. All right, here we go. They get it into Wes Hooker. Hooker wants to get it to Itunis, and he does. John brings it up. Shot clock turned off. 20 seconds to go in the game. Johnson for three. No, tapped by Hooker. Zapinski puts it up. No. Jonathan gets it back, lost it into the hands of Sigel, and he was fouled. Oh my. Elmhurst had 3-4 chances and just couldn't get it to go. Tegan Pearson commits the foul, his second, and so Sigel to the line. It's a 1 and the bonus. Huge free throw here by Colton. A free throw here would make it a 2-possession game. He missed it. Still a chance here for the Blue Jays. 7 seconds to go. Oh, they foul. Wave off the bucket, so a foul, so they'll have 2 free throws. Boy, do you make the first and try to miss the second? Sigel with the foul, his third. Tegan Pearson is to the line. This is his first trip to the line in the game. He's got 2 shots. See if Coach Baines takes a timeout here after. Oh, he missed the first free throw. Oh, that was big. So now it's a 3-point game and 1 free throw. Do you miss intentionally here? Nope, he makes the free throw, and the Blue Jays are within 2 here. You have to obviously foul immediately. They get it in, and there's the foul by Itunis as he fouls Sigel. Now Sigel missed the free throw his last trip, so a pretty good foul. And Coach Baines, I would think, would try to ice him, calling a timeout here, or will he not? He's got 1 timeout. He's got 1 timeout left, and he's not going to take it. Colton has 2 shots this time. Makes the first. Well, it's a 3-point lead. This would pretty much ice it if he makes this free throw. It's a 2-possession game. And the Blue Jays call a timeout here. It's their final timeout, and the Blue Jays, boy, trail by 4 with 3 and 2/10 seconds left, and they have no timeouts left. So if you're Carthage and Elmhurst does hit a 3, I wouldn't even touch the basketball. Or else just inbound it very, very quickly. Boy, oh boy. The Blue Jays did have several chances to kind of break it open in the second half, but you have to give a lot of credit to this Carthage team because they stuck around. I mean, it was a 5-point, 6-point game. They stuck around to the very end. Some key plays. A.J. Johnson, as I recall, had that big steal and a lay-in. Philip Bulatovich had a big play, a big bucket in the lane. So their main guys coming up with big plays down the stretch. And now Elmhurst with the ball. But unfortunately, they trail by 4. And they have to go the length of the court. And remember, they have no timeouts left. All right, so Zapinski gets it in to Ocean Johnson. Ocean from half court puts it up, and it's off to the right, and that's it. The Carthage Firebirds on the road come away, and they steal one here at R.A. Faginal Hall. They win it by a score of 89-85. Man alive. Philip Bulatovich had 19, A.J. Johnson with 18, Julian Campbell with 17, Antoine Nesbitt with 14, the 4 players in double figures for the Firebirds. Meanwhile, for the Blue Jays, John Itunis with 24, Ocean Johnson with 21, Jonathan Zapinski with 11, Wes Hooker with 10. So that'll do it here from R.A. Fagnall Hall. The Blue Jays now 5-2 overall, 0-2 in the league. Carthage 5-1 overall and 1-0 in the CCIW. Again, your final score 89-85. The Firebirds hold on for the win. That'll do it from R.A. Fagnall Hall. Mark Kruger saying enjoy the rest of your weekend. So long, everybody.